Updates right quick here. London's got 1 point so far. Ebony Marshall has got 7 points so far. Ison Eli has got 13. Kelsey Blackburn 3. Coggins has got 2. And that rounds out the 36 points so far for Lebanon. Say hello to the camera at home.
And, Coach Hutto throwing out some numbers.
Amy Burns has got 5 so far tonight. Bethany Wright has 5. Kaysen has 13. Gillen has 2. Faulkner has a bunch. 16, 17, 20, 22 points so far for Faulkner tonight. 4 points for Chapman and 2 points for Tate.
When a long conversation here, we'll see what they finally come up with. Maybe public address will help us out here. Not quite sure what they are discussing, though. There hasn't really been too many oohs and ahs.
It'll be a technical foul because somebody maybe is not in the book. Mr. Porter almost is going to get on the mic and explain what's going on.
Well, that could be huge for Lebanon, as Eli will shoot her second free throw from the foul and not make it. So I'm not exactly sure what they called, but they took everybody off the free throw line.
Well, we don't know.
Whatever it is, it's extremely involved.
It is.
Because it has required an extreme amount of discussion. And they continue to discuss it. And now they're going back to the scores table. 2:31 to go, folks. This has been a long time since the clock's been running. And it's a 15-point deficit for Lebanon as they trail 51-36. We're still trying to straighten up exactly what the situation is.
I'd like to take just a second to brag on the people that are over behind the scores table. Paul Ware on the clock has been there for ever. That's a good word for it. And, you know, he's consistent. He does a great job. You can always count him showing up. Just an outstanding person. Miss Pack, she's been there forever. Go back to Betty Rushing. Was the last one there before she came, and she's been there for a long time. And she, again, is consistent and thorough, and she'll get them straight over there if anybody will.
And the great thing about it is you don't ever have inadvertent buzzers. You don't have extreme running to the clock. I mean, there's so many different factors. We've been to different high schools and seen lots of difficulties with the scores table, but that's not the case here at Lebanon High Schools. They keep everything under control at all times.
Outstanding job. William Porter also filling in for...
well, whatever happened, it was an inbounds play, and Faulkner just bumped Coggins. No call. She'll control the basketball. So with 2:24 to go, Siegel leads by 15. Faulkner cut off, gets it to Wagner. Wagner double teamed out high. She'll hand off to Kaysen. Kaysen works to the right side. She's double teamed, and they're looking for a back door. They've got a 2-on-1 if they want it back there. As Burns and Chapman have Eli by themselves. Wagner out high, guarded by London and Ebony, and they're going to call a travel as Wagner stutter step. Ebony Marshall, good job of stepping in and not creating a foul, but creating a turnover.
19 for Siegel so far tonight.
Boy, you just think if Lebanon could hit a couple of threes here and get close, even with just 2 minutes to go, a couple of steals, a couple of threes here and there.
Cut it back to 10 and make
it reasonable. But we'll wait and see. Here's Marshall across the line. Under 2 minutes to go. She'll kick left side to Iceland Eli. Cut off. Back over to Marshall. Over to Coggins in the corner. Great job of recovery by Coggins. She'll go back out to Marshall. The clock is not a friend of Lebanon here. Marshall works around. She'll use the left hand in the lane. Tries to go down low to Eli. Taken away by Kaysen. So Siegel has another turnover. And that should just about turn off the light switch. 51-36. A minute and a half to go. Siegel with the ball. Here's Kaysen in the front court. Runs Marshall off. Coggins comes out. Double team Marshall and Coggins. They go across. Dangerous pass. Burns able to save it. Gets it to Wagner.
Good save by Burns.
It was, and there's a great double team right there. Timeout Siegel. We'll take it with them. A minute 18 to go. Siegel 51, Lebanon 36. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Would you like to own an immaculate off?
Where's Larry Hubbard at?
$1 per square
His
feet.
daughter's getting married tomorrow.
Built in 99.
Really?
Has a large bonus.
Poor
room.
thing. I mean, congratulations.
But a great effort, though.
Well, I tell you, they show why they're up in the upper echelon of District 7 AAA, because even without Jasmine Brooks and a few bad breaks here and there, they've managed to maintain a semblance of order in this ball game as Eli and Peyton step out. Now London Eli will come out. Kaysen works to the baseline. There's Faulkner. Her running jumper's good. So Siegel still attacking the basket with a minute to go, and their lead's back to 17 at 53-36. Any hope of a comeback vanquished right there. There's Marshall for three. Long rebound goes out to Iceland. And I'd almost like to see her shoot a three.
You would. She does a great job of shooting.
There's Coggins, bounce pass down low to London Eli on her first basket of the night. Timeout, Lebanon will take it with them. 53-38. That's a 30-second. Let's leave it right here. Coach, 41.1 to go. You know you can't. They have gone 1 through 10 and have really laid it all out there.
That's the positive thing, Marv. You hit the nail on the head when you said that.
Here's Faulkner back to Wagner. Full court pressure by Lebanon. Huddleston applying pressure. They get it to right to Faulkner on the left wing. She'll dribble through pressure, get it into the front court. Skip pass over to right between the rings. Back over to Wagner. 26 seconds left. Back to right. Over to Faulkner. You'd almost like to see Lebanon kind of back off here. Here's Faulkner. Drives to the baseline. And they'll back it out for the final 11 seconds. Faulkner double teamed, almost stolen. Patterson had a hand on it. Wagner has it. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Here's Faulkner at the jump circle, and they're going to call a foul on Anna Stafford. Hate to hear that whistle with 1.6 to go. But that'll put Morgan Faulkner at the line to shoot two.
Well, you know, and that's what they did. Coach Brown subbed at that particular time to get the other girls in. And that's what the timeout was for, as we can look at it now and see.
First one, no good.
Faulkner to the line. She's got 25 so far tonight. Big night for Faulkner. Only had 3 in the first quarter and really came on to get 22 in the last 3.
Faulkner's second shot is up, and she finishes with 26 as she'll go to the bench. And checking in for the first time is Sarah Donkin. Here's Peyton at half court to Stafford, running 3, no good. So the buzzer sounds and close the curtain on this one, folks. The final here from Campbell Brandon Gymnasium. The visiting Lady Stars of Siegel 54, Lebanon 38. So not pretty, but effective.